It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Houston Rockets. The Rockets begin the game with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Shot from the lane won't go. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Lead is 2. To Aldridge. And he's going to the line to shoot.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
LaMarcus Aldridge has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 80% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Rockets in control of the basketball. To Mbah a Moute. Here comes the screen. Nothing
NBA Season 112023 Game 7. Games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023.
With a piece.
Don't stare him down like that, Actor.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Smith looking for his man.
NBA Season 112023 Game 7 matchup is now live streaming on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023.
Jumper's good. What do you see in John Wall's game, Jay, that sets him apart?
That he could probably finish with his left hand better than he could finish with his right. I remember watching him in high school. He was jumping off his right foot and dunking the ball lefty as if it was that easy. He can do it with both hands, which makes him way more efficient around the rim.
For 3, and knocks it down. Jay, the defender, tough to gamble that time beyond the arc.
What a smart play, and Ed, with barely no traditional low-post players left in the game, you have 10 players on the perimeter. When you have a guy who's able to utilize a step back, that helps get shots over people with length.
This day and age, very rarely is there a bad shot from the perimeter.
The assist from number 53.
Rockets have the ball. To Wall.
Game 7 Houston Rockets 5-1 Brooklyn Nets 2-5.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Aldridge. He's denied.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play.
That's the kind of defense they're going to play on him all night. Even though he made that shot, he knows there's nothing easy about this game.
Wall. 4-3. Not easy.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
To Dinwiddie. Down low, Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
Old school equals high percentage.
It's Rockets ball. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognize how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Nothing going here on that drive. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Wall with it up top. Right now, 12 all. Dinwiddie into the front court. He'll run the offense.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Bamute. Boban can't hit it. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Can't connect from inside. Houston with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. From the outside, no good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Aldridge to Dinwiddie. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Spencer Dinwiddie, no problem. Contested, hits the three.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
To Wall. Gets a look, can't hit. Dinwiddie into the front court. Leads three. Had a good look there, but it's no good.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Nothing going here on that drive. The jumper's off the mark.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Ibaka to Dennis Smith Jr. To Dinwiddie. Screen coming. Dinwiddie shot, no good. Bamute to Wall. Bamute. Trying to cash in, knocks it down. Off the step back.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size. But in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
To Aldridge. Nothing going here on that drive. Aldridge. And that one out of bounds off the net. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Number 24,
And now Houston has the basketball. Oh, pass stolen by the Nets. Dylan Brooks able to recover with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Ah, the monster stuff. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
He throws it down.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Dillon Brooks. Tough move in close quarters with the crossover to Dillon Brooks. Fires the three. His first effort off the mark. To Ibaka. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Serge Ibaka at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Wall. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. To Simmons. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, he blocked it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Houston takes over. Brooklyn secures the rebound. Knight into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. To Simmons. Here comes the screen. Simmons. Textbook defense. Dillon Brooks. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw's good to cement the three-point play. The lead is back down to 1. Nets have the basketball to Aldridge. Not that time.
That's called a heat check right there. Surprised he missed that one. That was an open look.
Wall matched up with Aldridge. Shot clock winding down. Nothing going here on that drive. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is see...
Oh!
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To Dillon Brooks. Wall.
1 minute left in the first quarter.
To Dillon Brooks. It's Wall. Just not going down.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Simmons to Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Serge Ibaka with the block. And that one out of bounds off a net. Time to shuffle things up. Fred VanVleet. Tough shot. Hand in his face. He makes them pay.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill and you still knocked him down.
Deep three. At the buzzer. Through one here at Barclays Center. The Nets out in front. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Good start to this one. After one quarter of play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, but I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is the first quarter league. The way you play in the opening minutes really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Serge Ibaka. He's now 4 for 6.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
To Bamute. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
And the 2. Counted for Aldridge.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Rockets in control of the basketball to Dillon Brooks. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Ibaka. Nothing going here on that drive. Doesn't get the bounce. To VanVleet. Bamute. To Dillon Brooks. Second effort. Serge Ibaka swats it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Down low, Aldridge. Goes to the right side. Has a chance. Serge Ibaka. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Serge Ibaka has such a good jump shot for somebody 6'10". But every time I hear his name, I just can't help but think about what would have been in OKC.
Shot from the lane won't go. To Aldridge. Off the mark.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To Dillon Brooks. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
Down low, Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. 4 out of 10.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
They've got it back. Knight into the front court. His team up by 7. Dylan Brooks rejects it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Serge Ibaka slams it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
This offer is only valid during today's game, so take advantage of this great opportunity.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Number 25, Ben Simmons. Into the game for the Rockets. Number 23, Sterling Brown.
Fires the 3. No good. That's great defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Ibaka. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Serge Ibaka at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To Bamutek. Has a look. Round shot, no good. To Simmons. Luke Bamutek pins it. That's out. Last touch by Luke Bamutek. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 34, T.J. Warren. Into the game for the Rockets. Number 2,
Aldridge. Trey Burke. Huge block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Wall defended by the former Longhorn Aldridge. Smith with the basketball. The lead is 11. Down low, Aldridge. Scores from the post. Rockets have the ball. Serge Ibaka snatching it out of the air. 4th this contest.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Burke with it. Trailing by 15. To Wall. Rockets with 4 to shoot. To Wall. Here's a chance from long range. And John Wall, good on the quick release there.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
To Aldridge. Able to convert inside.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
To Wall. short jumper off the mark. To Dennis Smith Jr. Aldridge. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. From the painted area, won't go down. To Dennis Smith Jr. Look at the fight for that ball. We'll get a jump. Substitution being made in this one.
Number 24, Dylan Brooks. And number 45.
Runner here won't go. Dylan Brooks to Wall.
Game 7 Milwaukee Bucks 1-4 Indiana
Gets it in the right
Pacers
corner.
1-6 final.
To Dylan Brooks. Not that time. Smith with it up top. His guys leading by 14. Shot by Warren, no good. The follow won't go either. Dylan Brooks. Serge Ibaka sends it away. Ooh, 5 now.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
New blood coming in for both sides. T.J. Warren trying to cash in on a three-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career.
Game 7 Atlanta Hawks 1-0 Orlando Magic 1-19 final.
Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. It's Rockets ball. Bamutek. Trey Burke. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on their previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Aldridge to Dinwiddie. Aldridge to Dinwiddie. Going to launch beyond the arc. Won't go down. Into the front court. It's Wall. Down by 15. Finish that. Wall across the timeline. He'll run the offense. To Bamutek. Here comes the screen. He buries it off the step back.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Aldridge to Dennis Smith Jr. Short jumper won't go down.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Smith into the front court. His team on top by 13. To Aldridge. Can't connect from in close.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively as a shooter,
Got a piece of it.
jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Luke Bamute tips it. Incredible. 6 tonight.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
To Aldridge. Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Wall picked up by T.J. Warren. T.J. Warren sends it away. Brooklyn with the basketball.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Wall here against LaMarcus Aldridge. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Nets.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Aldridge to Dinwiddie. Rockets come up with it. Nets have it. Smith shot no good. Wong Hee from three-quarters court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Brooklyn Nets. The Rockets have yet to appear after one half of basketball. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. Points in the paint.
The Houston Rockets are in a situation where if I was the coach of the team, I'd hope they'd be insulted by the way they gave up points in the paint. Going into the second half, these guys really need to have some pride and be more assertive around the basket defensively. They allow most of those interior points in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
LaMarcus Aldridge is doing everything he can on defense to get the win. He's blocking shots, he's getting steals, and he's setting the tone for his team.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Houston with the basketball. To Bamutek. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Nice pass to get things going.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Free throw good, and the lead back down to 15. Nets have it. To Ibaka. Oh, bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. To Bamutek. Has a chance. Brown shot off iron, no good. To Aldridge. Smith, down low, Aldridge. And the rebound taken in by the Rockets. Layup goes down. Well done.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Smith, down low, Aldridge. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Whoa, gets to the rim and they'll count the basket. 2 steps or 5 steps, I don't know, Jay. It looked good.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Aldridge. To Dinwiddie. And he hits.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Not that time. Dinwiddie with the basketball. The lead is 15. Here comes the screen. Now a steal as the Rockets have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To Aldridge. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Ibaka. Now that's a contest. Into the front court comes Wall. The deficit now up to 13. Shot from the lane won't go. To Dinwiddie. Down low, Aldridge. Ah, rocking the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
And now Houston has the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Surveys the floor. Brown to the basket, but his shot won't fall. Ibaka to Aldridge. To Bamutek. Wall matched up with Aldridge. Curling inside. LaMarcus Aldridge with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
T.J. Warren at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Houston takes over. Cleaning and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Smith now into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Aldridge. Turns and slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Has a look. Rebound comes down to Brooklyn. Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Aldridge, look at the fight for that ball. We'll get a jump. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Number 25, Ben Simmons.
From the painted area, won't go down. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
To Bamutek. Work it down to Brown. Can't connect. To Simmons. Beyond the arc for three. Great defense, forcing the miss. Burke with it. Down a bundle. To Bamutek. Runner's good there.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Hey, watch this screen.
Ibaka over to the right side. To Aldridge. That's no good. Bamutek. Down to 5 on the 24. Trey Burke. Message received. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Burke with it. His guys down big. Won't go down. Trying to cash in. Shot by Warren misses.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.
The wait is over, fans. We've added more items to our team shops, including the fan favorite throwback jerseys. Get more
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Number 12, Joe Harris. Entering the game.
To Bamute. Bamute, strong finish inside. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
With the fadeaway, burns him for the basket.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
It's no good. Great defense. Simmons with it. Looking to make something happen. Aldridge. And finishes strong.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Simmons. Spins and scores.
We got to tell our producer in the truck, you got to tag that highlight.
To Bamute. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. From long range. Tough shot. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
They go down low to Simmons. And stuffs it home.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Nothing going here on that drive. Add 2 points to the board.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
It's Brooklyn's ball. Take stock of the floor. Simmons to Seth Curry. They go down low to Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons. Now 4 for 9.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Bamute. To Van Vliet. Ben Simmons knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Number 50, Serge Ibaka.
Dylan Brooks. Has a chance. Doesn't even see the defender. Buries the shot.
Look, the Rockets don't take too many mid-range jumpers. Actually, last season, they led the league in three-point attempts. Glad to see them actually find a two-point shot relevant these days.
Seth Curry to Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Lets it fly from long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense. No time left, and the Nets enjoying some breathing room. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they can win this game by 50.
Aldridge to Ibaka. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Ibaka, always tough against this guy. Serge Ibaka, good closeout, still hits.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Serge Ibaka with the block. Make that 7. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw up and good. It's a 3-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big. Simmons into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Ibaka. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Dylan Brooks. Here comes the screen. Fine to shoot. Trey Burke. Oh, good offense, beating good defense.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
To Ibaka. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
And he stuffs it down.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Serge Ibaka. Swat.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Number 15, Luke Bonute.
To Bamutek. For 3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To Aldridge. Simmons to Ibaka. No good. Here comes the screen. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Brooklyn's got it. Aldridge to Ibaka. Here comes the screen. Trey Burke rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To Bamutek. Driving right to the basket. Short jumper off the mark. Seth Curry to Simmons. Aldridge to Ibaka. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Ibaka. Not going down here. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
To Dylan Brooks. Bamute. Taken by Aldridge.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Nets have the basketball. Ibaka to Aldridge. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
LaMarcus Aldridge. A couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. First one goes down. And he makes them both. Bamute to Van Vliet. Has a look. Jumper's good.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Aldridge to Dinwiddie. Oh, the slam popped out. Wall into the front court. Down a bundle. Gets to the basket and scores.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
To Aldridge. To Dinwiddie. Trying to cash in. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Brooklyn with the basketball. Smith to Ibaka. Nothing going here on that drive. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Stepping in for the Houston Rockets, number 12.
To Wall. Nothing going here on that drive. Wall. Not that time. In the front court comes Smith. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Aldridge. Here comes the screen. Aldridge. To Dennis Smith Jr. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Ibaka to Aldridge. A pass taken away by the Rockets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Aldridge. Smith. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. Picked up by the Nets. Has a look. Off the mark. Well contested. Wall with it up top. His guys down big. Here comes the screen. Wall. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Simmons. Aldridge to Simmons. To Ibaka. Goes to the right side. Smith now. Buries it.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 4, Spencer Dinwiddie. Into the game for Houston. Number 15, Luke Longley.
Can't connect. Defense did its job that time. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. To Aldridge. Here comes the screen. Aldridge against the former #1 pick. Smith to Aldridge. 4-3. He was all over him. Bamute to Wall. Bamute to Wall. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Bamute. Oh, pass stolen by the Nets.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Wall. The drive right to the basket. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
John Wall has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 78% at the line. And hits the first free throw.
For Houston, number 12.
Goes 2 for 2. Aldridge. Bamutek to Wall. Oh, had him going there for a second. Here comes the screen. Wall to Bamutek. Here's Wall for two. There it is, John Wall. Not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
To Aldridge. Trying to cash in. Shot no good there by Dinwiddie. Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Nets who are victorious as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. It wasn't surprising to see this team get the win. They did a great job of letting the fundamentals of basketball be the key to success. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Brooklyn Nets. The Rockets just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. Points in the paint.
The Houston Rockets lost this game on the scoreboard, obviously, but they really lost this game by not being physical enough. Again and again, they allowed the ball to get inside, and once it was there, it was getting scored. A lot. Their interior defense struggled most in the first two quarters.
Player of the game.
Serge Ibaka gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming games for the Brooklyn Nets. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.